Like many people, I struggled in school, and yet I had a goal to go to college. I share my story of how I overcame this trial in my book TrialTappers, and now I share it here with you in illustrated form.
When I was in junior high school, I remember taking the standardized tests with all the other students. The results from these tests assisted the guidance counselors at my school as they planned my class schedules. The tests determined that I was not as bright as most kids, and my parents and I had a meeting with the counselor as they discussed my future. Except for my father, very few of my family members had been to college, and after this meeting, there was no expectation that I would reverse that trend. At the time, it looked like my options were either to join the military or enroll in some type of trade, such as a mechanic or construction. They told me how skilled trades are valuable and needed. I remember feeling so frustrated that neither my guidance counselors nor my parents expected more for me. Later in high school, I struggled in all the major classes like math and English. Despite the low grades, I still had a desire for a bright future, but they didn't believe I could make it in college. This pessimism, together with the low standard they had set for me, made me angry. I set out to prove them wrong. What will it take to prove those people wrong who have a lower vision of your capabilities than you do? Turn the pain into positive and go to work. The negativity surrounding my future gave me a new level of energy. I decided I wanted to go to college despite the low expectations set for me. I enrolled in pre-college classes. As expected, I struggled, and passing these classes took a lot of time and effort. I had a goal, but knew I needed extra help. I was fortunate to find two helpful others in the form of my teachers. In order to pass the prerequisite classes, I needed to show up early every day and try to figure out algebra. After school, I stayed late to help me understand chemistry. I was a shy kid, so accepting individual attention was very difficult. But I had a vision of where I was headed. The teachers rewarded my efforts, and I graduated from high school, which was the ultimate educational success my family expected. I could have stopped my education here and gone into the construction field with the rest of my family. However, I decided to enroll in the local junior college. Being accepted was the easiest part. Then I encountered my first hurdle. At that time, the school accepted anyone, but my entrance exams were so low that I had to enroll in pre-college courses. I had to take several non-credit classes, including basic English and math. After an entire year of remedial classes, I was able to take classes that would give me actual college credit. My efforts were rewarded with a high GPA, grade point average, and I graduated with an associate degree with honors. Achieving my associate degree was rewarding, yet by then, my goal was to earn a bachelor's degree. Because I was successful in my associate courses, I was eventually accepted into Brigham Young University. In order to graduate with my bachelor's degree, I would again need to face my challenges with chemistry. Passing my classes required extensive help from tutors in English, math, physical science, history, and many different tutors in chemistry. Sometimes I would sit in the chemistry lab all day as different chemistry tutors rotated through their shifts. Sometimes many people had to contribute to help me understand each concept. I relied heavily on my visual learning style. Watching chemical reactions diagrammed for me proved to be a good way for me to learn. Generally, with an associate degree, it should have only taken 2 years to graduate with my bachelor's, but I needed 4 years to pass my classes. While completing my courses, I had some great professors who encouraged me to go on and receive my master's degree. Building on my success with my associate's and bachelor's degrees, I decided I wanted to be a therapist where I could make a greater impact in helping others, and eventually decided on the University of Denver's social work program. I was so motivated to finish, I embarked on an advanced one-year master's degree program where I worked nights and weekends to support my family. I worked part-time, did an internship, and completed my degree in 1 year, despite naysayers all along the way. I was able to prove them wrong. The trials and setbacks I had to get through college were real. Not every attempt I made was successful, yet I constantly put in effort to overcome the challenge ahead of me. It took me more than 7 years to achieve my ultimate goal, and now I reap the harvest of success. I can now look back on my trials in school and recognize how overcoming each trial prepared me for the next thing I faced. It can be the same way with you. I want you to see that there can be joy in the growth process, not only in achieving the end result. When you are able to help others overcome a trial or trauma similar to yours without regressing in your own progress, you have achieved post-traumatic growth.
I hope you enjoyed my story of how I overcame this trial in school. If you did, please like and share with others. If you want to see another story of how someone overcame a trial, please watch this next video.